Hi guys, Hoof here. Just got a story to explain to you guys. When I was teaching Singapore in the past few days, when I opened a stock, the 27-year-old Korean virgin suddenly appeared a gap. Representing unusual changes is worth writing. A visit to Singapore is a large shopping mall in Orchard Road. I live in a hotel that connects to a hotel, which means we're completely free from the air conditioning bubble. As an international centre, Singapore is a good combination, participating in flights from Russia, Europe, the Middle East and Asia. Tourists, entrepreneurs and women entrepreneurs. When I arrived in a comfortable area with students in the morning, we passed through the mall's kiosk where a little girl shared a booklet for the holiday. When we walked through the door, she smiled, so I went back to contacted him. His English is very limited. He looked at the boss, but the atmosphere is very sexy. He works in South Korea and Singapore. I didn't change the details of the community. This is prohibited by the rental gun. I asked him at lunch. He said he was resting for half an hour during the day, so I asked him to go to the nearest cafe. I went back and the students told me there are a lot of different estimated travel foods, which is good for normal walking, stopping, walking procedures. The Activation Profit Index, IOI, is not super direct. Social awareness and secret closure, all important skills. Delaying a quick date with Korea is a mystery. She was too late, very quiet, but she tried to control it. I won't sit next to me, complaining about choosing a coffee shop at the coffee shop, saying she likes to work with a dating man. She is 27 years old, obviously 2 years is serious, so it is difficult to set the first day of the appropriate date. I ruined it, so I immediately completed my career and sent it back to my job. The next night he sent a text message to tell me he would soon end and asked if I wanted to eat. I think the first time for the red flag to appear has passed. The students mentioned the background of the polls, so I told the Koreans that I would meet, drink and eat at the same time near the hotel. He came later, but was surprised to bring the voice to court. He told me not to drink one day. I listened to music in the fields. Music is better than me. I've studied the wrong question, thoughts of pictures and bribes. First the phone starts. He is a relative who wants us to go to the fields. Big red flag. I told him to see a few hours later. Then you move to another place to forget to drink again. I paid my fee and said that we want to freeze. He asked him. I asked about the Häagen-Dazs office near the elevator. 2 glasses of ice. The second elevator to my floor, just like the Las Vegas casino in the bed. In my house, sitting on the wall and eating cream. I hope you taste it. The reason for simple printing. From the place we moved to my room, the laptop was on my bed. Until the end of logic and typical Asian examples, I'm confused with people, but privacy. He kissed him, a poor child facing me. When I put my hand on the left, I admit that I know what I want to do. He told me he is a Christian and can kiss his friends. The other is Torres' biological research. He never said, or never even dreamed of it. He is not being closed. I have never seen a condom. We play games, but this is a very effective way of working. Yes! He kept saying, I think, but not today. He likes to be funny and dancing. I put it in the attic, and finally I met a student who met my friend. He wants to hear about the Korean initiative, so I explained what happened. But I thought it would have disappeared only one night. The second day of North Korea was very slow. Only one word fits my ping and long-term restrictions. I finally thought of it. As early as the first night, I was ready to live in the yard for a few hours. Getting clothes for my eyes is a pop scrally story. Come to the front of the elevator. My former strange power was a Korean girl, with pleasure, but the actual fun. I'm willing to offer, but he really wants to go into my room. I have a beer on my wall, but I don't want it. It has only one reason. Looking at the wall. Wake up, your sleeves in bed. Get it yourself, because it's a video game, and I pull it out of the crowd. I will answer my answer. I am at a loss, he said, every time I lost my breath, even if there was an uncertain disaster. By him, you smile, you doubt. He ran to his shoulder. This may be the worst sex of the year, but seeing the eyes of the broad and happy secretariat is a pleasant experience. I still have problems with him.